Hello everyone. So everybody ready for today's session?
Yes, Kesari.
All right. So today we'll be covering mensuration part, and if time permits, we'll also try to see a bit of trigonometry today. Coordinate geometry we'll try to see in the next lecture because trigonometry is an easy part. There's three chapters in fact: mensuration, coordinate geometry, and trigonometry. From CAT point of view, at a max, if you get one question, that would be enough. But from ZAT point of view, ZAT is also a very good exam, guys. I mean, even XLRI is one of the top 5 colleges in India for MBA. So they do ask trigonometry, coordinate geometry, as well as mensuration quite heavily. Like from all of these three, you can expect close to 5 questions at least from all these three combined in ZAT. So that would be it. Uh, yes, Pandana, I can see it. Is this like a regular thing for you? Like you get calls on such similar timings?
Yeah,
Or
I mean, actually, the shift has been changed. So, until September, it's like a bit this way, that way. The call timings are a bit
oh,
different and all
okay,
that. So,
okay,
worst case, I think we can just like day to day upload the videos and then next day morning or something. I mean, the shift timings are from 12:30 to 10:30 these days, actually.
yeah, sure. But see to it that you diligently be active with all the recording part and do follow up your doubts so that they don't get accumulated.
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay,
Exactly.
great. Thank you. So guys, coming back to the point, this is how the distribution of the questions would be, how they would be. And more importantly, we don't have to, there won't be any tough questions. Like you should know the formulas. Formulas play a key role here. And whatever twisty questions or turns you can have in, we'll discuss them here and that would be it. Like just the basics. So like I said, you should be just aware of all the 9 to 10 standard conceptual parts. Apart from it, not much would be required. Trigonometry, you might require one or two formulas that you might have learned in your 11th standard, but that too for ZAT, not for CAT. We'll prepare for both point of view so that it's not that you will be just preparing for CAT itself. You will be preparing for both of them. So yeah, that would be it going forward. Anybody, any doubts as to what is it and how is it? I hope everybody knows what is mensuration.
Kesari, can you say it once because I forgot.
Basically, I was just introducing the topic.
No, the mensuration I don't know the definition also. So I mean I
Okay,
forgot. It's so many days.
okay, all right. Do you remember what are the topics that were covered in the mensuration? Don't define it, fine.
No, Kesari, I don't remember.
Okay. So basically, remember something as volume, surface area?
Oh yes. Okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know that
That
those are called mensuration.
yeah happens. So mensuration basically deals with the measurement of these parts of the 3D figures that we deal with. Uh, so that will have volume, surface area, and different areas as well. And it will depend on how the surface is and what do we have. So what are the different figures that you had studied, guys? Can you name them? Anybody?
Bone,
Cone?
Rectangle, square,
and
triangle,
Rectangle.
no,
Rectangle, what is the volume of a rectangle?
cube, cuboid,
cube,
Cuboid,
cuboid,
Yes, cuboid. Like I said, 3D
slender,
figures.
sphere,
Cylinder,
hemisphere,
hemisphere.
sphere,
Okay. Anything else? That's it.
frustum,
First term, yes. The important part that you guys studied in your 10th standard. First term. Okay. We won't go into the pyramid and all that part, tetrahedron, even though it is being there, but we won't go into that part. Yeah. So let's get down with the formulas as well. So guys, the formula of the cone would be, anybody who knows it?
Volume is 1/3 pi r square h.
Okay. And surface area, there are one surface area or two surface areas. How many are there?
Two.
Surface area is pi r l.
Surface area pi RL, and this pi RL is which surface area?
Curved surface area.
Curved surface area. Perfect. Is there any other surface area as well?
Yeah. Total surface area.
Yes, that would be
That is pi r l plus pi r square.
perfect. And guys, just to give you how it is, this is your cone. So if you look from this side, bottom side, you will also have one circle. So this curved part, the area of this is pi RL and this is pi r square. So this is how we get this part. Anybody any doubt with this part? Okay, perfect. Then now let's move to cube. What is the volume of a cube?
Side cube.
Perfect. Let's assume the side as A. Now what is the surface area, guys?
6a square is
Yes, 6 square. Perfect. Coming to the cuboid part, what is the volume of a cuboid?
lbh.
Yes, LBH. Perfect. And surface area?
2 times lb plus 2 times bh.
You are telling the curved surface. I want the total surface area.
Okay. Total is 2 times
It will
lb
be LB plus
plus
BH
bh
plus
plus hl.
LH, because when we are visualizing a cuboid, we will have this. So this will have two things. One would be here, another one would be this side. This would be L into B. L, sorry, this would be, sorry, this is height and this is L. So L into H you will have two. Then you will have, this is breadth into height, that would be twice. One would be this and one would be this. So we'll have breadth into height will be twice, and this top part, this L into breadth, this is your length part and this is your breadth part. So length into breadth, and one you will have in the bottom. So this is how you will get all this part. So this is how we get the formula. Okay, now coming back to the cylinder. Yeah guys, what do we have in cylinder?
Pi r cube.
No, it's pi r square
Square
h.
h.
Okay.
There's a relation between a cone and a cylinder, if you guys remember correctly. If the cone and the cylinder are of exact same height, the cylinder
Yes.
will have thrice the volume of a cone.
Yes.
And what is the surface area, guys?
Two pi RL
2 pi r
L. I mean, sorry, H.
h. Yes, it is h. And what is the total surface area?
Two pi
2 pi
R
r.
plus 2 pi R square.
Yes, yes, perfect. 2 pi r h.
Plus 2 pi R square.
Hmm, perfect. And why is this pen not working? 1 second. Yeah, my bad. Now the hemisphere. Let's calculate for hemisphere part. What would be the volume?
2/3 pi r cube.
Yes, 2 by 3 pi r cube. And the surface area? Are you guys Googling it?
No.
Then why is it taking that time?
Try to recalling.
Okay, others? I'm just receiving responses from one or two guys. Are you guys present?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Others? Spandana, Priya, Prerit, Manideep?
Yes, Kesari.
Yes, Kesari.
Then let's contribute to the formula, guys. This is a pretty straightforward chapter. You don't have to put any logic or so. If you remember the formulas, the part is done. Yeah, so what would be it, guys? Surface area of a hemisphere?
Pi r square.
2.
Yes, it is pi r square. But 2 pi r square. Pi r square would be for a circle. Here you will have 2 pi r square. But if this is a solid hemisphere, not your bowl, your regular bowl that you have for eating, that would have 2 pi r square. But if it's a solid bowl, like if I take a cricket ball and if I cut it into half, that would be solid, right? So what would be the surface area of that solid?
3 pi r square.
Yes, perfect. 3 pi r square it is, because you will have one circle at the bottom. This. So this one is 2 pi r square and the bottom circle will have pi r square. So total will have 3 pi r square. Now coming to sphere. It will be exactly the double of this.
2/3.
And what will be the surface area, guys?
4 pi r square.
4 pi r square. And the total surface area?
6 pi r square.
Who said that 6 pi r square? Priya, did you tell that 6 pi r square? How will I get 6
No,
pi r square?
no, because we will be joining it, right? So
Yes,
it will be simply pi r square.
simply pi r square.
No, 1 second, Kesari.
Others, what will be the total surface area of a sphere?
Same as surface area.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Others, is Anshula telling correct or there's some difference?
Yes, I guess. Kesari. It must be the same. I'm not sure.
Don't guess, I want confidence. This is a straightforward thing. I'm not asking you a very tough sum.
Yes,
It's the
Kesari.
same.
It's
It
same
will be
as
the same. It will be the same.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, it will be the same. There's no hidden area. So it will be completely two hemispheres joined and you won't have any other part. So this will be it. Now coming to important part, and let's see who remembers this formula. What would be the volume of a first term? Who remembers it? Let's see.
Hmm.
I'm actually listening to this for the first time, Kesari. Like, what exactly is a first term?
Okay, okay.
Plus
Let me
1.
already.
well, that's
Okay,
plus 2.
okay.
I don't know about plus 2 either.
All right. Sure, guys, don't worry. This is a cone. I take a knife, I cut it here. All right. So what will happen is you will have just this part. remaining. This will vanish, and you will have it from here. Even this part will vanish. Now this is a first term. Basically, if I have to say, if you just invert it, opposite, it will become your bucket or your flower pot.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So these are the examples of a first term. Now for first term, what we have is, this is your height, this is your small r, this is your capital R. They have two radiuses. And this is how first term is created. Basically, you guys might have studied it in 10th standard. I mean, CBSE had it, ICSE also has it.
We are from SSC.
Okay,
Yes, Kesari, we studied in 10th.
yeah,
We did forgot the formula.
okay. I mean, I studied it in 10th standard if I remember it, so it's all right. Uh, I will state the formula then, no need to worry about that part. So the formula would be 1 by 3 pi into h, where h is the height, and here it would be r square plus small r square plus capital R into small r. Note down the formula, guys, and the curved surface area would be similar, quite similar, like the analogy is quite same, guys. This would be pi into L r plus r, since it has 2. And total surface area, you just have to add the areas of the bottom circle as well as the top circle. So you already have this part, pi L into r plus r, plus small r square and capital R square, this all under pi. Understood it, guys?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And that would be basically it. Like there are also various parts, like I said, you can have a toroid, you can have your pyramid, you can have different things, but that is generally not required. You can have a prism. I hope you guys know what is a prism. Anybody who had taken science in 11th and 12th?
Yes, Kesari.
Okay, so
Yes.
what is a prism?
Pyramid.
It's similar to the pyramid structure.
Okay, where did you guys study prism? Explain me that part. And what does a prism do?
Okay, we studied in physics while diffraction or something.
Yes, it
It
was
like,
refraction, not
yeah,
diffraction.
yeah,
All
diffraction,
right,
yes.
all right.
It's in the light.
Mhm. Fine, I get the idea. Understood. Understood. All right. So what I will do is, initially I'll give you one or two sums, which will be mixture of geometry as well as your mensuration part, and then we'll move to 3D figures so that we get comfortable with this part. There won't be much thing, like we have already discussed this basics. This is what you will have. Apart from it, we'll discuss, then we'll move to the 3D part, and then we'll have our trigonometry part. So, okay, guys, any doubts as to how will this formulas be used and everything? And yeah, guys, this is the first term for those who haven't seen it or studied it yet. You don't need to know how or what is a first term properties. You basically have to just use your normal properties of geometry. That's it. Like if this is your cone, so the concept of I would say similar triangles applied, like even in the first term, like this is your first term part, and the above is your cone. So this is your small r, this is your capital R, this is your capital H, and let's say this is your small h as per first term. So since this angle will be equal to this angle, so what is this height? This will be capital H minus small h. So can I say capital H minus small h by R is equal to capital H by capital R? So you will have to use various geometry concepts that we had just seen all that similarity, congruency, and everything, and figure out if the sum is difficult. This is how the sum will be difficult. Otherwise, it won't be. Geometry does not have very difficult problems. So let's see. Let's start, and gradually we'll start with a easy question first, and then slowly and gradually move to a difficult question. So your first question would be, guys, this is a square field and a goat is tied at the corner here of the square field. The side is 21 meter, 90 degree. Since it's a square, goat is tied with a rope of 14 meter. Now you have to find the area that the goat cannot graze. The goat cannot eat. You have to find that area. Answers in the chat box. Start at max 1 minute. This is a very basic question, guys. Sure, Spandana.
Uh, yeah, Kesari, could you just upload today's thing after the
Yes,
class?
yes, yes, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. One minute at max, guys. We'll have to move quick. Don't take too much time for this question. Remember, guys, I have asked the area that the goat cannot eat. Just be careful. Hurry up, guys. I need answers quick. Anshula, your answer is correct. Aswik, what is the total area of the field?
Sorry, I took the volume.
How can you take a volume?
Yeah, there's no height, right? So
No, Priya. Check your answer again. No, Aswik, it's still not correct. Check your calculations. Others? Manideep, Prerit, I haven't received your answers yet. Are you guys online? This shouldn't take that much time. We also have Jhanvi today. Jhanvi, is this your first lecture?
Yes.
Okay. Janvi, if ever you feel I'm going way too fast or way too slow or something, you face any difficulty, do let me know.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Quick, guys, this is a quite easy question. I don't understand why I have received just one right answer till now. All right, let's see to it. I wasn't expecting this reply. Yes, Priya, now your answer is right. So what will be the total area of the square field? That would be 21 square. That is 441. And the goat will graze just this much area. That is 1/4 of its circle. So we'll have to subtract 1/4. When you do this, you will get 287 as the answer. Now, what was so difficult, guys? Just two correct answers. This I won't count this even in the easy category. This is much easier than the easy category. I mean, if it comes in the CAT, it's like a free question, completely free. Others, are you online? Apart from those who have answered?
My connection got stuck in between, so I couldn't hear the question.
Okay, all right. All right, then we'll move to our next question and we'll take some on similar lines. Now, what I'll do is just extending this question, moving to the next question, and that would be, let's say I have a completely bigger field, infinite. Now, what is done is there's a house in between. Okay, that's a square house. 14, 14, 14, 14. Now, what happens here is at this end, there's a goat present, and the field is quite large, like 100 meters or more. No need to worry about that part. The rope, length of this rope is 35 meters. Now tell me, and the goat can only go in this direction, like from here. There's a wall here. So the goat can only start eating from this direction, not here, not this side. How much area can the goat eat? How much? I'll repeat my question again. This is a house 14 by 14. The length of the rope is 35 meters. There is a wall here. So the goat cannot eat on this side of the wall. How much area will the goat eat? I want the answers in the chat box. You have 2 minutes. Anybody who hasn't understood the question, please ask me. I'll explain it again. Okay, Prerit has already given me the answer. That's great. I'll let you know the answer, Prerit. Seems to be correct. Quick, guys, 2 minutes. Interestingly, everybody has given me a different answer. Let's see who gets it correct. 1 more minute, guys. Just recheck your calculations.
Hello.
Yeah, Swik.
Okay, I just got disconnected.
Yeah, a lot of guys, like 2 3 people got disconnected suddenly. Happens. Like even the last 2 days, the power at my house just goes out at around 7:20, 7:25, and goes out for like 10 to 15 minutes. That's the reason I'm postponing the session by 10 minutes for from the last 2 days. Like even they might be knowing I have to take a session at 7:30.
Maybe because of the monsoon, even the same problem with us also.
Yeah, happens. No issues, Manitip. Even I face such issues. Something is not in our hand. Can't help it. That's why we record our sessions so that you guys don't miss it, or even if you have some issues, you can always go and look back at the recordings. So you have understood the question, Manidip, right?
Yes, Kesari.
Okay, great, great. I'll give you 1 more minute, guys, since a few of you got disconnected. Uh, let's see if you can get it right. All right, Preet, I will consider that as your final answer then. Sure. 1 more minute, guys, quick. Let's wait, Aswik. I'm not sure completely if it's right or wrong. I haven't done the calculation part. This is a question I just made up right now. I do not have the actual answer. Don't worry. If the approach is correct, the answer will be correct. But I do have the rough estimate of the answer. And I think you might have to calculate once again. Let's see.
Okay.
30 seconds more, guys. I want the answers from everyone. Priya, do you know the number that you have given me the answer? What is the name of that number?
I'm sorry, Casey, couldn't follow.
Like the answer that you have given me, that number has a name as well. Let's discuss it after this question, but that number has a name as well. It's an interesting number. We'll discuss it. Let's discuss this question first, then we'll see what that number is. The history of that number. It's quite historical number. So guys, let's start it. So we have 35 meter. So the goat will start from 35 meter till here. And on the radius of 35 meter till here, will it face any difficulty in grazing, any obstacle? No, right? It won't face any difficulty. So what will be the area of this 1/4 of the circle? That would be 1/4 into pi, that is 22/7 into 35. Why is this pen not working? One second, guys. Okay, the pen is not working there, unfortunately. Let's see that part. Okay, so this is area 1. Now what will be the value of area 1? 1/4 into 22/7 into 35 into 35. Is this part clear, guys? Everybody?
Yes, Casey.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now see, there will be a change at this point. Now here, when the rope starts going here, this 14 won't be a part of the rope. This will get stuck. This new point, this will become the new pivot or the new hinge. So effectively 14 meters will be subtracted from 35. What will be left? 21. So I can say 21 till here. The goat can graze effectively. This will be area 2. Can we do this, guys? Right?
Yes, Casey.
Okay, perfect. Now what will be the measure of this area 2? 1/4 into 22/7 into 21 into 21. Now from this 21 again 14 will get cut off. So how much will be this 1/4? Area 3? How much will have in area 3, guys?
7.
Exactly, 7 into 7. So all is left is now calculation part. From this, whoever has done this is the right answer. So anybody who got exact same part with this part, whoever has done this exact same way?
I thought in a similar, but I did something wrong. Like I took the 14 ka entire area, and since it is half, I have divided into half.
14 ka entire area, I didn't get you.
I mean, the sides is 14, right?
Yes, so
I took that part ka area, so that part area it will cover because the rope is 35 and it can revolve around.
I'm not able to get you.
Okay, I'll post class.
What? No. I'll give you the control. Try doing it then.
No, actually I have connected via mobile.
Okay. All right. No issues then. Fine. But did you understand the approach that we have used?
Yes, yes. Can you tell me the area 2 and area 3 part?
This is area 2 and this is area 3. Okay, you wish to know how did we get this part?
Yes, yes. Area 1
Okay.
I have understood.
Okay, sure. Now, what will happen is after this point, the goat will start grazing in area 2. And here, this house, this wall, this will prevent this additional part of the rope to be used. So only this part of the rope will be used, right?
Right, right. Oh, right, right.
So that becomes the new radius. Is this part clear?
Yes, yes.
Perfectly. Anybody, any doubt with the approach?
No.
Others? If it is clear, guys, please mention anything in the chat box. That would help me understanding. Others, everybody? Janvi, is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, perfect. Great. Now, guys, just one thing, like Priya had mentioned a number in the chat box. Let's discuss for 5 minutes, and that is quite important because you might get a question out of it. The number is 1729. Anybody knows what is so special about this number?
It's Ramanujan number, no?
Yes, exactly. It's Ramanujan's number. Great. Now, what is the speciality of this number?
There's only one way which it can be broken down, something like that, I remember.
No.
Related to cubes or
No,
something.
like
Yes, it is related to cubes,
it can
but
be expressed like two cubes, sum of two cubes in two
sum of
different
two.
ways. Sum of two cubes in two
Yes,
different ways.
yes. But there's one more thing. There are so many numbers that can be expressed in two different ways by two cubes, two different cubes, sum of two different cubes. What is so special about
Smallest,
this number?
smallest.
Yes, exactly, smallest.
So it is the smallest number.
Yes, it is the smallest number. So the theory is, guys, when Ramanujan was dying, he was going through a cab, and when in front of him there was a car that had the number plate 1729, and it wasn't going very fast. So one of his friends, he said, well, this cab driver is so mad, and why is this cab so slow? It's not a very good sign for us. So it is to be believed ki what Ramanujan said is no, that is not the thing. In fact, this is quite the most important number, I would say, because it can be expressed as a sum of two different cubes in two different ways, and this is the smallest number. And Ramanujan was very ill, he was almost dying at that point, and still his mind was working. So if I have to express it, this can be expressed as 10 cube plus 9 cube, that would be 1000 plus 729, and 12 cube plus 1 cube, that is 1728 plus 1, which finally gives 1729. I mean, I just read a lot of things, so that's why I was just curious to share it with you guys. It's not that this is a part of the lecture, just a fun fact.
Yeah, I remember this, my maths faculty saying when I was in school. The same
Okay.
story.
All right, guys. So with this trivia being done, any guys, any doubt with this question? I hope everybody is clear with this part. Okay. So moving forward, let's do one more question of trivial question, I would say, of geometry, and then we'll move towards our trigonometry part, the introduction of trigonometry part. We do not have much to do in mensuration part. Like if you guys remember the formula and apply the formula, that would be more than sufficient. And whatever tricky questions you will have is you will have on similar lines like this, and one question which I will be giving. there's not much in which cat can trick you in terms of geometry as well as your mensuration part. These two are quite related. Geometry is your 2D, mensuration is your 3D basically. Okay, so let me give you the question. This is your cylinder. Ant is present on this side. Now this ant starts moving like this, like this, like this. This is from this side. Then if I look from the opposite side, it will move like this, like this, like this. Again moves here. Again moves like this, like this, like this, and finally it reaches here. Okay. Now, what will be the total distance that the ant covers? This height is 21, the radius is 7. I want the total distance covered by ant. Take 2 minutes to think. I hope the question is clear, guys. If you want me to repeat, I'm repeating it once again. The ant starts from here, it moves on, moves on, moves on till here. Ant almost takes 2 complete rotations of the circumference. And I've given you the hint as well for the calculation. What is the actual distance that the ant covered? And the measurements of the cylinder are in front of you on the screen. Take 2 minutes. I want the answer. Answers in the chat box privately as usual. Okay, I've received 2 answers. Let's see. And there's a huge difference between 2 answers. Asvik, I would request you to check your answer again. I think today is not your day with calculations. Either you have woken up on the wrong side of the bed or something is a bit different with you today. You're using the right logic, but your calculations are way off. Please check it again. Others, I've received just 2 answers till now. 30 seconds more, guys. All right, so let's begin, guys. The important part is, let's say I am given a scissor and the part through which the ant has moved. If I start cutting it, what figure I will obtain? Anybody, any idea?
Circle.
No, not a circle.
Cone castle.
No, not a cone as well. Like, okay, let me repeat. If I cut across this part, what will I obtain? I'll have to do some modifications, but this will be the part that I will obtain. It won't directly be a triangle, but yeah, more or less. And now, from the modification of my question, not modification, in fact, just a reinterpretation, guys, this point, right? How many times has the ant crossed this point, which is on the this side of your cylinder, not on the behind
Two
side?
times.
2 times. So how many rotations across the circumference has it done? 2 times,
2
right?
times.
So what will be this length? 2 times into 2 pi r. Like I said, this cutting and this, there's some difference. I have, if I just cut it, I will obtain a different figure. What this triangle is representing is the path, this path. I'll explain it again if it's difficult part. See, how do we calculate the surface area of your cylinder? We just cut it here like this, and what do we obtain? We obtain a rectangle, right? Now this is the circumference and this is the height. This is 2 pi r and this is h. So the area of this rectangle is 2 pi r h, right? And this is how we come to the conclusion that the surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r h. Is this part clear, guys? Everybody? Anybody, any doubt with this part, guys? Okay, perfect. Now then, using the same analogy, see, this has been revolved around 2 times. This has been the same. So basically, this height and this twice. So what I do is every time I calculate here, this is like a Pythagoras theorem at every small interval, this distance. Every small interval, I am getting a Pythagoras theorem. If I just collect all these parts and do it, I will get this. These are those triangles. So what I'm doing is I'm just adding them up. I will get here 2 into 2 pi r, and this is because of the height. I know this visualization might be difficult. It works best when I have the actual pen and paper model. Online explaining it to you guys will be a bit difficult, but I hope you guys understand. So with this as 21 and this as 2 into 2 by 22 by 7 into 7, this is your 88. All you have to do now is find this hypotenuse. So what will be the answer, guys?
528.96.
528 will be the hypotenuse.
Square root of 528.
Yeah. So what will be the answer? The answer should be close to 22 point something.
23.
Sorry?
23.
How come 23? If one side of your triangle is 88, one is 21, how come this will be 23? The hypotenuse is always the bigger side. The answer is 90.47. This will be the approximate answer. You can say 90 or 91. That is fine. So guys, did you understand this part? Anybody who wants me to repeat it again, I will repeat it again. Or anybody has any other doubt, please ask me again right now, guys. Anybody? If it is clear, guys, please mention in the chat box if it is clear. Everybody? Okay, Ashvik is clear. Anshula, is it clear?
Yes, Keshi.
Okay. Janvi has replied. Manideep, is it clear? Prerit, is this part clear, Prerit? I think there's some connection issue at Prerit's side. All right then, guys. So this would be more or less a part which is the critical thinking part that we have in mensuration. I will be giving you the assignment that would be straightforward. You will have to just substitute the formulas that we discussed. This formulas, just once, not much. You don't need to go into pyramid and all that part. You can skip those questions if it comes. You don't need to worry. The thing is, the question by Ank, I have it. I update it every year, but sometimes there are some questions from past years, and generally it's not actually that such questions are, so no need to worry about that part. So you can skip those questions and only you need to attempt the questions of the formulas that we have discussed. So guys, with that part, we come to the end of our mensuration part. And now what we'll do is let's start the basics of it. We won't go into questions today. Let's discuss trigonometry. So anybody, any idea of what is trigonometry? Or did it give others nightmares? Any story you have?
It is better than geometry.
Okay, it is better than geometry. Why so? Because you don't have
Geometry
to
is,
prove formulas.
yeah, that is one thing. And when geometry is all about, have to, sometimes we don't really get what the question is all about because,
I've been on the similar boat, Ashwik. Like while I was attempting CAT, geometry was my worst enemy. I somehow tamed it. I mean, I just changed my perspective of answering the questions. I did not solve the geometry questions. I eliminated the options. We'll have those sessions as well once we do our revision part. Like I said, I had shown you the option elimination technique in the initial few lectures. We'll revisit those parts again while we revise when we finish our syllabus. That will happen in more about 1 or 1.5 months, at max 2 months. If there's a delay from your side, or if you couldn't get the session part done, or if we go a little bit slow. But after that, we'll have revision sessions and doubt lectures on a normal basis, and we'll discuss how to eliminate options and all that. So you won't find geometry it's that difficult. It's quite easy in that part.
Kesari, I just have one doubt.
Yeah.
Now that you told us that the ant is actually has taken two rotations,
Yes.
so it simplifies into a more or less a kind of a right angle triangle, right?
Yes. Yes.
But what is the case with other kinds of structures? And
Other
also,
kind
if
of
you do,
structure as in?
what is another method of solving this problem?
Sorry. Could you repeat your last sentence?
Is there any other method of solving the above problem? With
Okay.
simplifying the structure.
Okay. Like this is the most simplified form, I would say. Like you won't receive a much simpler form. It's like you have asked me what's the most simplest form of cooking a rice, and I asked you just boil it. So you won't find much simpler form, but see,
No,
I'll
I'm not
explain it to
asking for
you.
a simpler form. I'm just asking for another form.
Okay. Another form.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because without you saying us that it is a right angle triangle, I don't. I myself don't know that it can form into a right angle triangle.
See, I understand completely your part. See, it's about visualization. Mensuration sometimes would require visualization, and it's not that after just solving one or two questions, visualization will become clear cut. What you will have to do is, see, what you'll have to do is take a cylinder, anything like a water bottle or anything that is present in your house,
Right.
okay, and try to mark it using a marker or something. Or better, take a piece of paper and try to draw it this part, okay.
Yeah.
Or you can do one more thing. I'll tell you one more thing. Do the reverse psychology. Take this part, okay.
Okay.
Take a right angle triangle and try to roll it till it becomes a cylinder.
Okay.
What you will look is this part.
Okay.
See, there are two ways of learning things. One is using the visualization, and visualization, like I said, works better when you have your pen paper models. Like when I used to teach this to students physically, I used to actually use a paper and roll it down, so that would become quite understandable and easier for us. Unfortunately, now we are stuck with the online medium because of the current situation. I might find it a bit difficult. but this is the way that you can do. Take a right angle triangle and roll it. Try rolling it out so that as you will start rolling it, you will finally get a cylinder. And when you will get the cylinder, what this will be there, how it rolls up, it will be exactly this way. Exactly this way.
Okay, okay, got it.
See, it's like if you might have studied in 11, 12 standard chemistry, I'll just use an analogy, you don't need to remember it. There are various different laws of explaining how this reaction goes, how this reaction goes. How do you think those chemists might have come up with those theory? They did not. What they did is they first did the experiment part, and they came to know that after every experiment such things happen, and then they tried to come up with the theory. And now when you learn those theories in your 11th and 12th standard chemistry, you guys are first taught with those theory and then the experiment part, so that you guys think, okay, this is the theory that explains how this experiment goes, but actually it was the reverse way around.
Okay,
This is the same thing.
yeah, got it.
Okay, anybody, any doubt? All right, we'll move to trigonometry then. So guys, as the name suggests, what is trigonometry?
Relationships in triangles.
Okay, yes, perfectly, relationships. Is it necessary that we need a triangle only for a trigonometry?
No,
Then why is it not known as quadrinometry by trigonometry?
because it was derived from Greek word
Which Greek word?
trig something.
And what is trig known as then?
Triangle.
Yes, what you said basically initially was correct. Every trigonometry needs a triangle. I mean, have you ever seen us somewhere you use trigonometry, but it's not a triangle? I mean, if it's not
No,
a
like
triangle, people break it down to a triangle and
we
then use
break it down.
trigonometry.
Yes, yes.
Guys, trigonometry always requires a triangle. The name itself, tri. Tri is for three-sided figure, and then exploiting its geometry by carrying out the relationship between its sides and angles is what is known as trigonometry. So basically what you guys learned till 9th standard was the right angle triangle, sorry, 10th standard. Everybody clear with that part? Like this is the base, this is the height, and this is the hypotenuse. And you guys might have learned three things: sine, cos, and tan. These are the short forms. The actual full form is sine, cosine, and tangent. But we just popularly know them by the short forms: sine, cos, and tan. Anybody who remembers what are all these?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sine is P by H.
Opposite by hypotenuse is sine.
Okay,
Cos is base by hypotenuse.
okay,
Tan is
Tangent is
sine by cos.
sine by cos.
okay, okay. All right. Yeah, you are correct. That's basically this opposite by base. And the notation we have, standard notation for any angle is the Greek letter theta. So generally the notation part we have is sine of theta, cos of theta, tan of theta, and all those things. So we'll just how we started with the mensuration, we'll just begin with the standard angles, and that would be sine, cos, tan, and for theta we'll have 30 degree, 45 degree, 60. No, wait, we missed 0. The number so many Indians are proud of, because Aryabhatta discovered it and all.
45 also, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
That is main.
Hmm. I'm one of those full Indians as well who keeps missing things. All right then, guys. What is sine of 0?
0,
Yes. Cos of 0 is
1,
1. Tan
Undefined. Sorry, 0.
0,
0. Sine 30?
1/2.
1/2.
Yes, it is 1 by 2.
1/2,
Cos of 30?
Root 3/2.
Perfect. Tan 30?
1/3. 1/√3.
1 by root 3. Sine 45?
1/√2,
1/2.
1/√2.
Sine 60?
Root 3/2.
Root 3 by
root 3/2,
Cos 60?
1/2,
1/2.
1/2,
1 by
2.
2. Perfect. Tan?
Root 3.
root 3.
What is this?
1
1, 0, infinity.
infinite.
Okay.
Undefined.
Yes, undefined. You can say that. In fact, when I was sitting for I'll tell you one thing from my interview part. And you can face such questions in your interviews as well. When I was sitting for my interviews for the IIMs, I was asked a question on this part. And that is, what is infinity? I asked them it's undefined. Then say, okay, if it is undefined, then why is it defined using a word? The basic intention of the interviewer was not to test my knowledge. The basic intention of the interviewer was to test my character, as to how much can I try to oppose him, and how much he basically wanted to see if I can accept things, or I will still fight with him over different things. So whatever I said, his main intention was to cut me and give me something different, so that as to I might feel I do not know things. And this discussion went on for some 5 minutes. So whatever you learn, whatever you see there, be ready that you might be asked everything and anything. So whatever you read, whatever you learn, it's not just that you're preparing only for CAT, you are preparing your mindset for any other interview. Just for a small talk, like it might happen in any interview. This had happened to me in the interview. Okay, there's one more, I would say, an interesting way in which you can learn sine 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90-degree part. And that is, this is root of 0 by 4. This is root of 1 by 4. This is root of 2 by 4. This is the root of 3 by 4. And this is root of 4 by 4. If you guys face any difficulty or any issues while learning, the remembering the things. If you can know sine, you will know cos. If you can know cos, you will know tan. This follows the opposite order of sine. So is this part clear, guys? Then let's do a short thing. Let's remember some identities that were present in trigonometry, and then we'll end this class for today. So what were the identity, guys? Just a quick recap.
Sine square plus cos square equal to 1.
Yes, sine square plus cos square is equal to 1.
1 plus tan square is equal to
Will come with the theta part, guys, as well. Yeah,
yeah.
and
1 plus tan square is equal to cos.
Cot square minus tan square is equal to 1.
1 plus tan square theta is, guys?
Cot square.
Cot square.
No, it's
No,
sec
it
square
is
theta.
Sec theta square, sorry.
And just one thing, guys, the opposite of sine is
Secant. Sorry,
no.
cosecant.
Cosec is the opposite of sine.
This is sec, this is
Cosec.
cosec, and the
Cot.
opposite of this is cot.
Cot.
Full form is cotangent, secant, and cosecant. So this will be 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. Then we have cosec square theta and cot square theta, one formula. What is it, guys?
1 plus cot equal to cosec.
Yes. This will be the formulas that you will have to learn. There's one additional formula I would give you, and this might help you because we will be dealing with triangles, and that would be, just note down this formula, guys. This wasn't taught in your 10th standard. Unfortunately, this is your 11th standard formula. Just note this formula down.
Tan A
It
plus
might be
tan
required.
AB
Plus tan A plus B equal to tan
by
A.
tan AB.
1 plus tan A tan.
If you guys haven't studied it, because this is for students who had taken maths in the 11th and 12th. If you had not taken, please note down this formula. I've seen questions. In fact, there's a question from exactly this had been asked in ZAT 2018 as well. So they are very notorious with asking such questions anytime. Even though, and then they will ask such questions on this type, and then they will give additional advantages to non-engineers in the interview. So their selection criteria is totally weird. They expect us to know this, and then they will give additional marks to non-engineers. So happens. We can always discuss and rant about that. That's not the issue, man. So basically, guys, this is what we'll have it, and all the basic things you will have, like I said, is totally related to the triangle part. So in triangles, whatever you will get, you will have a theta, you will have a 90-degree, and you will have questions. Questions like this is theta, this is phi. Then a train is moving from here, bus is moving from here, at what theta the lighthouse, at what angle it gets, so and so. We'll discuss some questions in the next lecture, and we'll also discuss the coordinate geometry part. Like I said, this three: coordinate geometry, trigonometry, geometry, as well as mensuration, this four. At max, you can expect 1 or 2 questions from everything. At max, if you're aware, so that's not a very big thing. Like I said, numbers is one of the most important things, and that's why I will upload the answer key tomorrow for numbers, as well as I will upload the worksheet of numbers 3. Please make sure that you attempt both the quizzes by tomorrow evening. I will upload the answer key for numbers ka quiz number 1 as well as 2 in exactly 24 hours, by 24 hours at this time of the day tomorrow. Please make sure that you attempt those quizzes, and I want to know from each one of you, how much did you score and how much time did you take in the our WhatsApp group. That is a request from my side. So guys, we'll end for the session for today, and yeah, just revise whatever we have discussed. Not a big deal today, but keep revising on all the time and work, time, distance, numbers, the algebra part, basic algebra part. Some of it is still remaining, I know that. For now, we'll move forward with a few topics of quant and then the DILR part, and then once we start our revision part as well, there will be various tough sums that we'll discuss. So don't worry about that part. All right, then we'll stop here, guys, for today, and then see you for the next lecture, guys. Yeah.
Thank you.